Welcome to Ringside Awareness, the podcast that takes you beyond the ropes into the heart of the action. We break down the moves, the matches, and the moments that make wrestling the ultimate spectacle. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a newcomer to the ring, we've got you covered. I'm Shamir Brown, and this is my wonderful co-host.
Hey, I'm Jody.
And this week, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to just talk about Raw, NXT, AEW. But to be honest, this week was a very slow burn.
I think it was. I really wasn't all into wrestling this week, except maybe Raw.
Okay.
Raw was pretty good.
Okay.
We did definitely discuss that. As far as NXT, I kind of watched some highlights, but AEW, I was just not. I didn't watch any of it. I don't know what's going on, so you got to keep me updated.
Okay.
You got to tell me.
We're going to get to AEW when we get to AEW. I'm very disappointed in last night's show, but we're going to start at the start on Monday. Monday Night Raw was, I think it was the best show of the week so far. It was very solid. I enjoyed the opener, like the Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins backstage brawls. Yeah, they ran that like 3 different times. Great. When they brought it out to the ring, I wanted Bronson to land the tsunami splat. I want Bronson to go over in this feud. I'm so ready for the Bronson Reed push. I just love when there's new monsters, like new big threats. And I think taking Seth Rollins off of the map is gonna be what like makes Bronson Reed a star.
I agree. I'm actually looking forward to him taking Seth off. Like, I think Seth is at the stage in his career where he can allow the newcomers to take him out.
Absolutely.
I believe that he has done so much in the ring, that he has done all his accomplishments, that he has the opportunity to put people over. I'm excited about that.
I think if Seth is going to go over, I think he needs a new gimmick. Like, sure, my man, you drippy, you got the clothes, you got the song, but I think we're past that. I think Seth should go back to when he was like fake Jesus during the pandemic.
I did not like that.
I feel like with an actual crowd, that would go crazy. You didn't like when he took Rey Mysterio's eye out?
No.
What?
No, that was kind of, no. And I think also too, like, stuff that happened during the pandemic was kind of like a test run.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't really, obviously, because there's no crowd to either boo or cheer it or
that's why I think
put
we
the
need to try
fake
it
noise
again.
on. So I really don't know, but I actually like this Seth. Or he could go back to the Seth when he was the Beast Slayer. I did like that Seth. Not really interested in it? No?
I feel like you can't really be the Beast Slayer with no beast, and I think we need to keep Brock Lesnar far away from this ring.
Well, Brock Lesnar has been mentioned a couple of times, so I think he may be coming back soon.
Don't see the need for it, to be honest.
Well, not a need for it, but there's always definitely storylines that can enter Brock Lesnar in it. But the new beast that we have, he's amazing. I just love I'm talking to Adam Pearce, I'm yelling in your face, and he just comes out of nowhere. I absolutely
You just made the worst mistake of your life.
I absolutely love it. It's great. And speaking of great, I'm obviously, we're back on the bloodline. We're back on the bloodline, and I know my co-host Shamir is such a Braun Breaker fan, so he is happy that he won the title. I'm not surprised. I can honestly say I'm not surprised, but we are going to see Crash Out Jay. We're definitely going to see a Crash Out Jay.
I'm fine with that, but at the end of the day, Braun Breaker was right. It was the best part of that match is when like Solo Sikoa comes out and he pulls like the SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 WWE 13 cuts, and he's like, I got tickets. I'm a fan.
Listen, Solo Sikoa talking is hilarious. He is really a jokester. Like, he is literally the third Uso. I cannot lie.
And this is why I do not understand the Solo Sikoa hatred. I think
there should be none.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing. I, for one, would like to acknowledge my new tribal chief. I love Solo Sikoa. He's great.
Okay.
He's great.
mean, listen, him as a tribal chief right now he's working. He's doing his thing. Now, am I a big fan of it? Probably not. I didn't even like Roman Reigns as tribal chief, but you got to acknowledge who the real tribal chief is.
Exactly.
And that's Roman Reigns.
That's Solo Sikoa.
Okay, cool.
The Ula follow was taken. Roman, if you want it, you're going to have to get it back in blood. No pun intended.
Yeah, he's definitely getting back in blood. He's getting his bloodline together, guys. Now, we know that Jay lost the title and he is coming for blood. We don't know how this is going to turn out, but there has been a lot of speculation.
I think we know.
I mean, we know that he's coming back with, you know, Roman, and he's coming back with Jimmy, but who's going to be the fourth member?
Probably Cody.
Oh, so give
Cody.
Kevin Owens another reason to crash out, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
If I was Kevin, I'd have been crashed out. Cody is you're a fake, you're a phony, you're a fraudster. I don't like how dare you? After all of the emotional and physical turmoil you've had to deal with this man and his cousins and his brothers, and you turn around and go, Roman, I need you. Like,
I will have your back.
Yeah, like what? Insane.
No, or we may see the honorary Uce back. We may see Sami Zayn back, because Sami Zayn definitely tweeted something very, very strange. I can't really quote it right now, but you know, he seems lost. He seems lost. Like after he lost,
I mean, yeah, that's what happens when you lose.
Yeah. You know, when he lost against Gunther, it's just like, where is his storyline? Is he getting back with the bloodline? What are we getting for War Games? So
that is true. To piggyback on Gunther, I feel like if he does not go over at this stupid Saudi pay-per-view,
oh yeah,
then what are we doing? What are we doing? I think we all need to go and like. Listen, I can kind of appreciate like the pageantry that they're trying to have for this, like, oh, what is it, like 20 carat, 40 carat belt? But I'm like, dude, no, we're never gonna see it. We're never gonna see it after Crown Jewel. Like, why do we care? It's just more of accolades to add on to this person. Now, is it the accolades that don't matter? Well, like, this never existed. It to us, because we never had to grow up with a Crown Jewel. We never really cared for it. But this is their moneymaker. But that's what Survivor Series is for, so we can see who's the best of the best on this show. Yeah. Like this championship is dumb. But it's for the international crowd. It's for the Saudi crowd. So this is in WWE's way of giving back. Should have kept Mansoor. Well, should have kept Mansoor. That's the next thing. But you know, with Cody and Gunther fighting for that championship, and then we have Nia Jax and also Liv Morgan. The Liv Revenge tour, let's end the tour. It's over. Let's end the tour. Give people back their money. The tickets have not selling. They're not selling. Empty seats every show. Empty seats. Leave it alone, people. Like, it's so boring. I'm just not understanding the role with the Judgment Day anymore. They're just not the Judgment Day without Rhea and Damian Priest. So let's just get rid of it. Let's end it. They did their thing. That's how I look at it. I do agree, but I would like to disagree on a part of your statement. I believe the Judgment Day is not the Judgment Day without Dominic and Finn. I feel like without Dominic and Finn, this group has zero substance. What are we doing? Like when on Monday Night Raw, like Raquel comes and she presses Carlito and she goes, "What do you do?" Number one, girl, what do? You just got hit. But you're right, Carlito. What do you do? And the same can go for McDonough. These people don't do anything. It's the titles too that Finn and McDonough have. Like, what are we doing with those titles? They're being held hostage. Yes. And I'm not gonna lie, this furthers in, like, before we get to NXT, like, the last thing I want to talk about Raw, this furthers into, I need them to put these tag titles on the Wyatts. The Wyatts need to be a consistent act on Monday Night Raw. Absolutely. We have removed the third hour, like, listen. We're getting it back, though. We're getting it back in January, because there is an announcement that SmackDown and Raw are going back to 3 hours come January. SmackDown does not need to be 3 hours. Well, you know what? Maybe with SmackDown, to me right now, SmackDown is the better show. So maybe they will hopefully add some more talent on there. Hopefully, I'm not sure, but we are getting back Raw and SmackDown for 3 hours coming January. So that's going to be amazing. Hopefully it will work out. But with the Wyatts and Final Testament, we're definitely seeing a rivalry that I'm ready for. Absolutely. I'm ready for it. Speaking of, I'm starting to actually warm up to Final Testament, because I've stopped looking at this group as like a faction that can do damage, and I'm starting to focus on Karrion Kross. Yeah. I love how his gimmick is just being an instigator. Yeah. Absolutely. It's like, hey, and recruiting Miz. Out of all people. But you know what? Miz can do it. Miz can do anything at this point in his career. He could do anything. But, hopefully the New Day can continue to do anything. once again, if this does not culminate in a Big E return, I need them to drop it.
Yeah.
I need them to drop it.
I think they just need to go solo and just keep it pushing. I mean, I love New Day, but it's never the same without Big E. It's just not going to happen if Big E.
I don't think they need to go solo. I feel like New Day can just be a mainstay tag team. I think that the men's tag team division is a little too, like, we have teams, but the way they're so spread out, so it's still, to me at least, it appears as if this division is barren. I don't think we're in a position in which we should be getting rid of like the longest tag team champions ever. Like,
but if you're not being used, then that is the problem. I guess a lot of people were having with Triple H. Some of the black talent are not being used to the best of his ability. And I am a Triple H fan, but I hate to say these type of things, but it seems like
he's not beating them allegations.
He's just not. But you know what? Speaking of tag team titles or just tag teams in general, let's go to NXT. We are definitely getting women's tag team, and it's becoming amazing. The metaphor, I love these girls. Like, amazing. They are money. I'm telling you, they're money. They made Damage Control look like they're weaklings. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, especially like Lash's finisher, the Lash extension.
Oh, love it.
Oh my God.
Love it. That's my girl.
Like, these women are gold.
They just need a little bit more polish, and then they'll be unstoppable.
That's why, I'm down for them to fight Damage Control again.
I'm with it. Yeah.
Within like the past 4 or 5 months, I don't think I've seen a bad Damage Control match.
No, Damage Control just great. With Io and Kyrie is amazing, but I don't know if you ever did.
I miss my girl Dakota.
She's always injured, so let's see. Anyway, she's always injured. But did you see backstage with Kyrie and Io and
Julian Vacour?
Yes, it's like I can't wait for that.
The money's on the table. They just need to take it.
If the money is on the table and is there, if they don't take it, what are we doing? Hopefully this gets out, because that stare down was amazing. Yeah. We already know what Vibes is, and that is the Vibes.
Before we get Damage Control, Julian Vacour, past the upcoming Halloween Havoc, I'm willing to see, I need Julian Vacour to split up. I want to see singles runs. I think
we will. I think at this point, it's just good to have them as a tag team just to kind of take down certain things. But having them split, the promo was from enemies to allies.
Yeah, but are you sure? I kind of feel like, and this is nothing bad to say about Roxanne, she's been carrying NXT on her back.
I agree.
Like, girl, your shoulders don't hurt. You don't want to drop that title?
Listen, Roxanne, there's nothing, I don't like the girl, but there's nothing negative that I can say about her. Like, she's just doing her thing, but she needs to take that other girl off of her back.
You don't like Cora Jade?
Cora Jade could do her own thing by herself. She doesn't need to be the sidekick.
To me, both of these women are just baby AJ Lees, but I'm fine with that.
AJ, where are you? Like, hi, we're missing you. Come back anytime.
She doing book tours. She said my legs hurt. I don't want to run ropes.
I don't need to hold y'all on my shoulders anymore.
Exactly.
But Halloween Havoc is definitely coming up, and Ethan Page definitely gave one of the best promos that I can say. He gave one of the best promos, and I am okay with him being champion again. I'm okay with it.
Okay is an understatement.
I love Trick, but
I'm here for two-time Ethan.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Trick could not hold a candle to that man on that microphone.
Nah, Ethan Page is definitely someone on the mic that you really need to pay attention to.
How you feeling about the Tony D'Angelo Obafemi feud? I'm ready to see this culminate.
I feel like it's just one more time, and then we need to call Oba up to main roster.
I'm with it. I think
it's just one more time. I don't even think he needs to be in the NXT title match. I don't think he needs that.
I'm ready for Obafemi Bronson Reed. Yeah, I need that match yesterday.
I need that. We need one more big guy, because Omos is gone. He's gone.
I miss my Homo sapiens.
But I think Obafemi is amazing, and he definitely needs to be on the main roster and used correctly. Used correctly. Okay, so that's it.
They're doing some they're doing some stuff with him and Nikita Lyons. I'm just like, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't. Nikita Lyons is not.
I'm not the big. I'm not gonna lie. No shade, Miss Lyons, but I thought you were gonna get released. Okay, like
This tea is hot.
I could be being foul, but what do you bring to this division that is not being brought by someone else?
Yeah.
Like Jada Parker, fire. Tatum
Fire.
Paxley, push her. Wendy Chu, we gonna iron it out a little bit, you know.
But push her.
We
Push her
gonna
more.
iron it out a little bit.
But that's why I'm glad that we have that TNA partnership as well, just in case.
Is that up? I feel like that's done. Actually, no, it's not because what's her name is still doing. No, not so Ruka. I think it's like Ariana Grace. I want to say that.
That's
I'm sorry if I messed up your name.
Santino's daughter is there.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, so we have. Not to mention, keep putting Rosemary on my TV. Love Rosemary.
Amazing. But. So now you did mention AEW, and we didn't get to really talk about it. So tell me what happened. Let's make this short because we got a lot. We got some other stuff that we want to talk about.
Okay, so AEW starts with like. Hangman, Adam Page, you know, talking all his mess, and then Bullet Club Gold, they come out and they jump in because Jay White's been cooking him since I don't know when. Mm-hmm. So I think that's gonna culminate at Full Gear in New Jersey.
We need to go.
Yeah, like the tickets are so cheap.
Oh, really?
Yes, the tickets are cheap. If I can find a way to Jersey and back, I'm on the way.
Yeah, we're on there. We're on the way.
But last night's episode of Dynamite was such a slow burn. It was just so much world building. Like Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom reunited with Kyle O'Reilly watching backstage. Hopefully this means what I've been saying for the longest time, and that Kyle O'Reilly is going to leave the conglomeration, and we're just gonna get UE back. Like,
I mean, UE was that team, that faction.
Except for like Bobby Fish, he was just kind of there, you know.
Well, you know, he was always injured too. So this is like he was the female Dakota Kai. Jesus, it's always the knees for people. What's going on?
It's them ACLs. Them ACLs.
CMOS people. Hello.
Right.
Let's get it together.
Right.
But it just seems like a lot. There wasn't a lot of stuff going on in AEW, but
last night. And like, hey, stop putting titles on Chris Jericho.
Oh my gosh!
Cut it out.
Hello.
He just lost the FTW title like 2 months ago.
And now we're putting the ROH title on him.
I went to the first Grand Slam in 2022, and I had to watch Chris Jericho beat Claudio Castagnoli for that same title, and you give it back to him 2 years later. And because I'm sick. I am sick. All of the Ring of Honor champions are on AEW on a weekly basis. They're never on their own show. Why is Sammy Guevara wrestling Shelton Benjamin? Shelton Benjamin just, pardon my French, he kicked his ass for like 5 minutes and the match was over. Brian Cage and Lance Archer are in the Don Callis tag team. The Don Callis tag team has never done anything for anyone besides Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher's shaving his hair because he doesn't want to be like Will Ospreay. I'm like, what are we doing?
He is sick. Like,
what are we doing?
Kyle Fletcher just needs to just grow something and go about his business.
What are we doing? The only like real good thing that came out of Dynamite last night was like Mox and his crew kind of killed Chuck Taylor. And like this is just like pushing Orange Cassidy to, you know, step out of the like hands in my pockets guy
and use them fists.
Yeah.
And start using them.
Yeah, because he's beating all the people that keep bullying everyone.
Yeah.
And then what else? Private Party and Garcia, they beat the Elite, and then they're like, oh, if we lose, we want one more match for these tag titles, but if we lose, we split up. That's a win-win for everyone. That's a win-win for everyone except for Isaiah's partner. No disrespect, because Mark Quinn, you a fire talent, but dude,
talk your ish.
I'm like, yo,
talk your ish.
Private Party should have won these titles years ago.
They should have won it at the pay-per-view at
Wrestle
Dream. They should have won that. They had every opportunity.
Even then, I feel like Wrestle Dream was too late. Like I'm just like
But they did a whole promo like making it seem like they were getting back these tag team titles. So it's just like, what is the actual purpose of doing these promos? And we're not really pushing the team to get that win.
It's like this is the same thing that like for me happened with Liv Morgan like a couple of years ago. It's kind of just like you want me to like root for and support these people, but how can I continue to support you when you bring me nothing?
Yeah.
You give me nothing. Like you just continue to fail me.
I just don't understand if it's the politics in the backstage, because AEW, they're kind of like they can do their own thing versus like WWE. I really don't understand like what's going on, but you know, it's just becoming just a cycle, and we just need to either end it or let them actually win. But you know, Private Party is becoming the party that nobody wants to come to anymore.
Right, like this party don't even need to be private no more.
Yeah,
like
it's just public. It's a public sham.
Right, like hopefully this turns into Daniel Garcia, because this turns into Daniel Garcia beating Jack Perry for the TNT Championship.
Yeah.
Like even though like I love Jack Perry, but I think this is done with. Like there's just a lot of stuff in AEW that like this is just done with. I don't know why we're doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm very excited for next week's Dynamite, Fright Night Dynamite. The card for that looks stacked, but I'm gonna let y'all slide one time because last night's episode of Dynamite was garbage. Like
One time for the one time. We're not doing this no more.
Garbage. Like
We're not
Triple
doing
H
this
and
no
them Fed boys whooped y'all this week. Whooped y'all, and MCMG is gonna be at Barclays tomorrow night.
We most likely gonna be there.
Yeah.
If not,
I'm gonna be
we're
there.
gonna be watching this somewhere.
I'm gonna be there in spirit, guns up.
We're gonna be there watching this spirit. But we have one more segment that we want to do for you guys before we end. It is called Guess the Wrestler. So I'm going to put Shamir's brain to the test to see if he knows who I am actually talking about.
And my brain is very small.
Okay. No, it's not. All right. So let's see. This is a male wrestler.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they currently active?
Yes.
Oh no. That yes has some hesitation.
Yes-ish. Okay. Currently active.
Injured?
Somewhat, yes.
Oh God.
Okay. This is gonna be easy. He was in WWE for like a short period. Then he went to TNA and did his thing. And then he came back to WWE.
AJ Styles.
Oh, wow. Very good, very good. See, I made it easy for him. So next time when we have this segment, he's gonna test me and I'm gonna test him one more time.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be very, very hard.
Giving you some obscure people, indie wrestlers, GCW wrestlers, House of Glory wrestlers, people that nobody knows.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, that's all the time that we have today. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, at Ringside Awareness, where you're gonna meet us at the ring. Thank you for watching.